Hey everybody, it's Miss Art, and I'm going to teach you how to make illuminated letters today. So, it's going to have lots and lots of lines, shapes, and patterns. Do you have to put pictures? No, but it has to have lots and lots of patterns and lines and shapes, okay? So here's some examples from other 4th grade students, okay? All right, this is also a lesson in following directions, because if you skip one of these steps, you will mess up, okay? Step number 1, your teacher is going to show you some videos about illuminated letters, and you're going to write down 3 facts. It's not going to be things like, they use pretty colors. It's going to be juicier, more elaborate facts than that. For example, this person wrote, in the 3rd century, illuminated manuscripts were made. Okay, great. So you have to write down 3 and then show it to your teacher in order to get the board to start this project. Okay, next, step number 1 says find your letter. So there's a tray with all these letters in it. So you go and find that. Okay, step number 2, scribble pencil on the back. This one already has it. If it doesn't, you will have to do that part. Step number 3, tape the letter to a small board. Line it up. Okay, so I'm going to take this, and then I need a small piece of tape, and I'm going to tape this on top and make sure it's make sure the whole thing is on the board. It doesn't need to be centered or anything, it just needs to be on there. Okay, so I take a piece of tape. Some of the letters already have tape on them, so I can use the old tape. It's not going to be on there very long. Okay. All right, next step says, use a pencil to transfer the letters' outlines. Here's how that looks. So I take that, take a pencil, and I start tracing around the letters. Okay, if I mess up, no big deal, because this is not the real project yet. Okay, there you go. Don't forget the middle. Okay. And then look, it shows through. Okay. Now before you take it all the way off, make sure you did the whole thing. Make sure you didn't skip anything. Okay. All right, number 5. Take the letter off. You should see your letter traced on the board. Okay, so there it is. I take this off, then I would go put this back in the tray. Number 6. Cut letter out of board. Okay, so here's, I take this. This is where I can fix up any lines that I messed up on. And you don't have to cut it out in one piece. You can cut several pieces off like I just did. Okay, so that line's a little crooked. No worries. I'm just gonna cut where I want it to be. Okay, so like that. I'm going to cut straight across, like that, and like that. Okay. Don't forget that part. Okay. Uh-oh, but I got to get that middle part. So there's 2 ways you can do this. Number 1, just go ahead and cut through like this and cut it out. Or you can just fold the whole thing, cut like that, and then it will make a place where your scissors can poke through. Okay, don't cut any parts off. Careful, watch what you're doing. Okay. Because then, I know you're thinking, oh my goodness, she cut it apart. No worries, because the next step, glue letter to brown cardboard. Okay, so that is this thing. So when I glue this back down, it kind of just glues itself back together, so you don't see that. Okay, and if you accidentally cut any parts off, then when you glue it down, you just glue the piece back on that you cut off. So here's how you do it. So take your glue, okay, Shake, 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 shake. Okay, just dots, no blobs. Okay, and then I would put it down. I can put it in the middle. I can push it off to the side if I'm going to draw a picture here. I can even do it like this, and maybe I could write my full name out. You've got some choices to make. So then you put it down. Okay. All right. Next, it says, cover with tin foil. Rub your fingers. Rub with your fingers. Okay. I'll show you how that looks. You will have to get foil from the teacher because you don't need a whole lot. You need about just enough to cover your board. That's it. Okay. So then you would lay this down on top like that. Pull this down. That. Careful, this foil will tear. Be careful. Don't get too rough with it. Okay, the rubbing with your fingers. You can't see the A right now, but watch. When I rub with the fingers, you start to see it popping through like that. Awesome. Okay, pretty cool, right? Okay, last step, which you probably won't get to today, but if you do, it's decorate with pencil and gel markers, but we're going to use Sharpies instead, okay? But first part is the pencil part. And this is the part where you go in with a really dull pencil. You do not want a sharp pencil on this part. So I can do things like add some squiggles, and I am pressing down really lightly. Because if you tear the foil, you cannot fix it. Okay, so you just draw all your lines in on the letter, even the background, because eventually you're going to be coloring with that Sharpie. So lots and lots of lines, shapes, and patterns. Okay, and that's what you do, and that's how you make it. Good luck. Try your best.